Good evening, my dear UPSC aspirants. So, due to some reasons, we couldn't do our 19th ka current affairs. So, here comes the 19th daily Sindhuja's current affairs session. So, today we will be discussing about the topics Global Bribery 2021 Trace Global Bribery Risk Rankings, Tryfed Adi Mahotsav, Farm Laws, Guru Nanak Jayanti 2021, World Toilet Day, and Mac Mary Com. These are the hit list topics of today. Let's look into detail what all these things are. So, Center to roll back 3 farm laws. In that day's newspaper, most of you might have gone through it. So, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced that his government will repeal the 3 contentious agriculture laws and requested protesting farmers to go back to their fields and homes. So, the announcement came on the Guru Purab or Prakash Utsav festival when Sikhism founder Guru Nanak's birthday is celebrated in the country. So, since the 3 farm bills have already been passed into law, the government will have to formally bring 3 new bills to repeal them and get them passed in both houses. So, the 3 contentious bills are, as you all know, one is Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion Facilitation Bill 2020. Next one is the Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill 2020. And third one is the Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion Facilitation Bill. So, these are the things which you have to study from that. Then, the next topic we are going to discuss is India re-elected to UNESCO Executive Board for 2021 to 25 term. So, India has been re-elected to the Executive Board of UNESCO for the term 2021 to 25. In this regard, India received 164 votes to get re-elected to a 4-year term of office. Apart from India, Japan, Philippines, Vietnam, Cook Islands and China have also been elected in Group for ASEAN and Pacific States category. The Executive Board of the UN's Cultural and Educational Organization is one of the 3 constitutional organs of the UN agency. The other 2 are the General Conference and the Secretariat. So, the board exercises the power delegated to it by the General Conference and deals with the questions with which it is interested. Now, next state news is the first anti-air pollution tower got inaugurated in Noida, which is in Uttar Pradesh. Which is the ministry behind it. The Union Minister of Heavy Industries, Mahendranath Pandey, has inaugurated the first air pollution control tower of the state of Uttar Pradesh in Noida. So, the APCT prototype, that is Air Pollution Control Tower, has been developed by state-run Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, that is BHEL. The tower will clean the polluted air around it and release purified air. Now, important other points which you have to relate to this is UP's capital is Lucknow. UP's governor is Anandiben Patel and UP Chief Minister, as you all know, it is Yogi Adityanath. Next one is regarding MC Mary Com. MC Mary Com appointed brand ambassador of Tryfed Adi Mahotsav. So that ministry, you know, the Union Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda inaugurated Tryfed. Tryfed means, for beginners I am telling, Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation Limited. Adi Mahotsav at Dilli Hath in New Delhi in the presence of Sukra Munda, that is the grandson of Bhagavan Birsa Munda. So, on this occasion, Olympic medalist and boxer Padma Vibhushan MC Mary Com was declared as the brand ambassador of the Tryfed Adi Mahotsav. So, as you know, it's a national tribal festival and a joint initiative of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs and Tryfed. Next, important news related to the summit and conferences is PM Modi virtually delivers keynote address at the Sydney Dialogue. So, Pradhan Mantri or Prime Minister Narendra Modi has delivered the keynote address at the Sydney Dialogue via video conferencing. So, PM addressed the event on the theme India's Technology Evolution and Revolution. So, that's the theme you have to remember. Now, what is a Sydney Dialogue? Sydney Dialogue is an annual summit of cyber and critical technologies to discuss the fallout of the digital domain on the law and order situation in the world. Okay. Now, this event will bring together political, business and government leaders to debate, generate new ideas and work towards common understandings of the opportunities and challenges posed by emerging and critical technologies. Then I mentioned about a news related to ranks. 2021 Trace Global Bribery Risk Ranking. India ranked 82nd. That means India slipped to 82nd position. That is dropped by 5 slots from 2020 with a risk score of 44 in the global list of 2021 Trace Bribery Risk Matrix, which is otherwise known as Trace Matrix. What does it measure? It measures business bribery risk, which was released by Trace International. Now, an anti-bribery standard setting organization known as Trace measures business bribery risk in 194 countries, territories and autonomous and semi-autonomous regions. As per the ranking, India, I already discussed its 82nd rank. Denmark is the first country and second one is Norway. Now, related to some agreement news, SBI signed agreement with Jamshedpur Football Club to promote football. So the State Bank of India has signed a strategic agreement with Jamshedpur Football Club, a fully owned subsidiary of Tata Steel, to promote and support football in India. So this is the first of its kind of agreement by SBI in the game of football. So through this agreement, the SBI will become one of the principal sponsors of the JFC, thereby having the SBI logo on jersey. So the JRD Tata Sports Complex was set up in Jharkhand by Tata Steel to conduct ISL, Indian Super League, and promote the sport of football in India. Now the key takeaways from this particular news is that SBI got founded in which year? 1st July 1955. Where is the headquarters of SBI? Mumbai. And the present SBI chairman is Dinesh Kumar Khara, Khara. Okay. Then as we discussed in the last session, sports news we can't avoid these days. So ICC announces host nations of next 10 men's tournaments. So the International Cricket Council has announced the 14 host countries of the ICC men's white ball events from 2024 to 2031. Now India is set to host the 2029 Champions Trophy and co-host the 2026 ICC Men's 2020 World Cup with Sri Lanka and the 2031 ICC Men's 50 Over World Cup with Bangladesh. So the host was selected through a competitive bidding process by an ICC hosting subcommittee chaired by Martin Sneddon along with Sourav Ganguly, who is the president of BCCI in India, and Ricky Skerritt, president of Cricket West Indies. So the host of ICC events we already discussed which one is going to take place. Inside the 2029 ICC Men's Champions Trophy, it is the host one is which country? India. And 2026 ICC Men's T20 World Cup host country is India and Sri Lanka. So something related to India you have to remember. And 2031 ICC Men's 50 Over World Cup, we already told it is the host countries are India and Bangladesh. Then Spain's Garbiñe Muguruza wins 2021 WTA Finals. It's a news related to tennis. In tennis, Garbiñe Muguruza of Spain bet Anett Kontaveit of Estonia 6-3, 7-5 in the final to claim her first WTA final title. Muguruza is also the first Spaniard to win the WTA finals. Then Alexander Zverev won Vienna Tennis Open 2021. That you have to remember. Alexander defeated Francis Tiafoe of the USA. So that things you have to remember. Then important days. 19 November 2021 was observed as the 552nd Guru Nanak Jayanti. So you all know Guru Nanak Jayanti is observed every year as the birth anniversary of Sikh founder Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So this year marks the 552 birth anniversary of Guru Nanak, also known as Prakash Utsav or Guru Purab, as it marks an important festival for the Sikh community. Now you know Guru Nanak is the first of the 10 Sikh Gurus who is considered as the one who brought enlightenment to the world. He was born in 1469 in a village named Talwandi, which is currently located in Nankana Sahib, Pakistan. Next topic is World Toilet Day. That also got observed on 19th November. So World Toilet Day is observed as an official United Nations International Day across the world on 19 November 2021. The day is observed to inspire action to tackle the global sanitation crisis. The day is observed to inform, engage and inspire people to take action toward achieving the goal of improving sanitation, and it also aims to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. So this year's World Toilet Day 2021 theme is Valuing Toilets. Remember that. The World Toilet Day was firstly observed on 19 November 2012. Established by the World Toilet Organization in 2001, also the inaugural World Toilet Summit, which was held on the same day, and 12 years later in 2013, the UN General Assembly declared World Toilet Day an official UN Day. Now, important takeaways for this particular topic is, where is the World Toilet Organization headquarters? It is situated in Singapore. Who is the founder and director of World Toilet Organization? Jack Sim. And when was the World Toilet Organization founded? It was in 19 November 2001. Next topic is National Newborn Week 2021. It is celebrated in the week 15 to 21st November. So in India, the National Newborn Week is observed every year from 15 to 21 November. What's the main purpose? Why we observe this week? The main purpose of this week is to reinforce the importance of newborn health as a key priority area of the health sector and reduce the infant mortality rate by improving healthcare conditions for babies in the neonatal period. So this year, 2021's National Newborn Week theme was Safety, Quality and Nurturing Care, the birthright of every newborn. In 2014, India became the first country to launch the INAP. What is INAP? India Newborn Action Plan. In alignment with the Global Every Newborn Action Plan towards eliminating preventable deaths of newborns and still births. The next topic we have to discuss is World Antimicrobial Awareness Week. That too is observed in the week 18, the days 18 to 24th of November. So WAAW, which is World Antimicrobial Awareness Week, is celebrated every year from 1824 to November. Why this is observed? The purpose of the week is to increase awareness of global antimicrobial resistance, encourage best practices among the general public, health workers and policy makers to avoid the further emergence and spread of drug-resistant infections. Then, World Antimicrobial Awareness Week theme of 2021 is Spread Awareness, Stop Resistance. So, this theme calls on One Health stakeholders, policymakers, healthcare providers, and the general public to be antimicrobial resistance AMR awareness champions. So, AMR or antimicrobial resistance has been declared as one of the top 10 global health threats by the WHO or WHO. Okay. Then, BRO received Guinness World Record for world's highest motorable road. BRO means Border Roads Organization. So that you can remember. So I think most of the topics we have covered. In headlines, those of the topics which we didn't mention, those also came. I hope you paid attention to that. Some points only I told in headlines. These are the key areas today we have to focus. But apart from that, I told something extra. Now, last but not the least, President Ramnath Kovind inaugurates Adarsh Village SUI in Haryana. So, you know, SUI village it is in the Bhiwani district of Haryana to integrate various public facilities in the village. So, this village is being developed as Adarsh Gramin's model village by Mahadevi Parameshwar Das Jindal Charitable Trust under the SWA Prerit Adarsh Gram Yojana, SPAGY scheme of the Haryana government. So, in this village, the president and his wife Savita Kovind planted a peepal tree. Okay, so it must be noted that Bhiwani is the first district in India where two presidents have visited. Prior to this president, APJ Abdul Kalam visited Bhiwani in 2007. So that is that district is notable as far as the next prelims are concerned. Then the village is being developed as Adarsh Gram by the Mahadevi Parameshwar Das Jindal Charitable Trust under the Haryana government Swaprerit Adarsh Gram Yojana, which is SPAGY. So that's all regarding 19th November's current affairs session, and I'm extremely sorry that I couldn't cover it during that particular day. Hence, this is the weekend, right? Sunday is a weekend, so you can go through these topics which we have discussed today. Thanks for listening to my sessions. Please do like, share and subscribe the sessions if it is informative for you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.